Come for the bonding ritual? Not to partake, obviously. You're early either way. You might want to make yourself scarce until it's actually time for the ceremony. The bonding ritual is very important to the tribe. Everyone is under a lot of pressure to make sure everything is perfect. There's some commotion in the village right now. Raised voices, tempers high. Not the best time for visitors. Kind of you to offer. I guess that would be all right, since you're not an envoy from the local tribes. Don't say I didn't warn you. You'll want to speak to our tree minder, Pavu. She'll know what to do and give you a proper welcome. I'll just stay out here until things settle down. If anyone asks, I'm hard at work, gathering plants for the ceremony. You've never heard of the Brightthroats? We're very well known in Murkmire. Our crafts are highly sought. We trade with most of the tribes. Lil Moth, too. That's why the bonding ritual is so important. It renews our ties to the other tribes. A marriage, you would call it. No, a honeymoon, I think. We choose who will lay and sire the next clutch of our eggs. We Brightthroats invite the other tribes to send envoys and bond with our tribe. Without them, it would be bad.
What were you thinking, bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxlil. It should rest with the roots of the Hist.
That is an aberration. You'll poison the Hist with its corruption. I am only thinking of the good of the tribe.
Let the tree minder decide.
We should leave it to the bog. Surely you agree. Oh, tree minder. The Ogel, just as you said.
Greetings. I am Tree Minder Pavu of the Brightthroat tribe. The chimes spoke of a visitor's approach. Our Hist welcomes you within its boughs, and so do we. I regret that you arrive for what should be a joyous occasion to find only worries and troubles. We are amidst the preparations for our tribe's most vital ceremony. Now, a warped and withered stranger has died at our roots. An ill omen for the arrival of our guests. I am troubled, Ogel, because I do not hear what the Hist is trying to tell me. These past weeks, the Hist has been agitated. It has given me signs that I believed were warnings for the bonding to come. But now I feel that I've misinterpreted. It is this clutch that is in peril, and it is you who can save it. The chimes speak of pain. Our children are suffering, but they are not hatched. The egg tenders have brought me no concerns about the clutch's well-being, but the Hist always speaks truth. Go with Iskanaz. See what I am blind to. The only thing I am certain of is the Hist's grief. If the Hist tells me our eggs are suffering, then it must be so. The egg tenders either can't or won't tell me what is wrong. So, my hope is you will fare better. The Hist's wisdom is infinite, but our ability to understand them is limited. To commune with the Hist is to see, to hear, to smell, to feel, and even to taste in a way not your own. Discerning the meaning of these signs is not a simple thing. The Hist favors you, but there are other reasons. Secrets kept from a tree minder may be less well hidden from a stranger. They are not suited to it. Suspicion is not in our nature. I only even consider wrongdoing because I must. I cannot turn to our allies for aid either. If they begin to view our tribe as untrustworthy or incapable, the ties that bind us would break. Unlike many tribes, we welcome Ogel to join in our bonding ritual. Through this, our tribes become true eggkin, and we enjoy peace and prosperity as one. Who would bond with us if we allowed our clutches to come to harm? In that, you see my concern. It is the time when a new clutch of eggs is conceived. The egg bearers and sires are chosen, and through the bonding ritual renew the tribe. It is a significant time for any tribe, but especially so for the Bright Throats. We bond with other tribes. Our bonding ritual is more than a simple ceremony. It is the renewal of our vows. To call it off so abruptly, without explanation, would invite questions of our commitment to our allies. I must know if my fears are justified first.
I will be at the beck and call, Treeminder. Perhaps a tour of the Egg Tender's quarters is of interest. It is just up the way. Our visit should not arouse suspicion. We host many guests, but your discretion would be appreciated. Ah, Keenum, Mime. We have a guest very interested in our customs. Please, show them the utmost courtesy.
Have you come to learn all you can about egg tending before you witness our bonding ritual? I'm sure Mime would be happy to help you. I am soon to begin my watch of the nests, and I wish to enjoy the peace and quiet a while longer. It is normally quite pleasant, but before the bonding ritual it becomes insufferable. Suddenly the village is full of experts, if you take my meaning. The sooner it's back to just me and the eggs, the better. No, just dries my scales. The eggs are blissfully unaware of all this scrutiny, I think. I don't remember all the gawking and complaining, certainly. Now, if you don't mind, I think Mime would make better company right now.
You really want to talk to me? Visitors never want to talk to the Egg Tenders. Did you know that we are the only tribe that bonds with other tribes? It may not seem so from the luster of our scales, but it's true. Well, my egg sister Mina had to lay her first clutch with a copper eye that didn't know which direction his tail should face. But no, we care for our eggs, but the Hist guides their development. Not all eggs are destined to hatch, though. They return to the Hist. There are signs to look for. Dry shells, lacking luster, thin membrane, an empty shadow. Inevitably, they sink into the roots and fade away. Those that remain are always healthy members of the tribe. Because they are bright throats, We are shaped the way our hist desires. You sure? I could tell you about egg rotation. Well, come back anytime. I only ever get to talk to the other egg tenders, and it's not like they need me to tell them about what it's like.
This is the egg tender's dwelling. Please, take a look around. Speak with our rootkin. We Brightthroats are gracious hosts. Forgive me for being hasty. I merely wish to be of use. I am Iskanaz, Vovaste to Treeminder Pavu. I am at your service. I promise to leave you with a fine impression of our tribe. I don't wish to question your knowledge of such things, but it might be best if you speak with the egg tenders before visiting the nests. They can speak to anything you would want to know about our eggs.
Sorry about the mess here. Got kicked over during the commotion earlier.
Satisfied with your visit here? There is no rush. Anything in particular that caught your interest? Poison? Oh, this is Dragonthorn. We mostly trade it to the Deadwater tribe, but it's a fairly ordinary medicinal plant. Several of the egg tenders are skilled herbalists. I don't see any reason it would be hidden intentionally. You should visit the Uzith, our nest among the roots of the Hist. Perhaps the egg tenders on duty will provide something more useful. I will meet you at the Uzith, the nesting beds. This is the Uzith, the nest where our eggs are cared for. The egg tenders take every care to ensure that our offspring are healthy and safe.
Can you do this another time, Iskanaz? We're already behind. It's premature for a tour. We still have a lot of preparations to make. True. We're also known for our social savvy, so quit trying to blow bubbles up my bog and tell me why you're here. That busybody, Iskanaz, ask you to spy on us now? I swear he'll go running to the Treeminder over the littlest thing. What? No, that's not true. Look for yourself. These eggs are as healthy as any I've ever seen. They return to the Hist. It happens to a few eggs in almost every clutch. Sometimes the Hist just doesn't believe it's time for a soul to return. The Hist takes them back and we focus our efforts on nurturing those intended to hatch. No! I can't believe even the tree minder is being paranoid about the upcoming bonding ritual. These eggs are going to shine like gems when the envoys arrive. If everyone would stop fussing over us.
I'm sorry. Did you need something? It's nothing. I'm just upset from an argument earlier. Forgive me. I just felt so sorry for him. The idea of leaving him to rot, I'm sorry. Can we talk about something else? No. Why would you think there's something wrong? What? No. No. I'm sorry. Excuse
Hathara!
me.
Kayak! That's the second time today.
Oh my. Hasara. She's not still angry with me, is she? The empty nest. Those eggs were returned to the Hist. Were the eggs poisoned, or was the poisoner's intent to harm the Hist? This is terrible. You are right, of course. Let me think. Think. This dragonthorn looks fresh, so it must have been picked recently. We cultivate ours in a small glade near to the village. That would be the easiest place to gather this much of the herb. Forgive me, but I must report your findings to the tree minder. I will return to your side with all the swiftness of a strangler vine. The glade is not far. I will meet you there as soon as I can. Over here, look! A body in our drying hut. He's really dead. He looks to be Vishkalil. You can never be certain with the ghost people. What happened here? That dead man is one of the Vishkalil, the Ghost People tribe. Are they responsible for our troubles? Who would want to kill Hasura? That makes no sense. And who killed the Vishkalil? Don't tell me you think Hasura killed this Ojel. She averts her gaze from our cook fires for pity of the creatures on the spits. She could never have done this. As mud is my mother, it's true. How could she? Giving our eggs to the Vishkalil of all people. I don't care if they were not meant to hatch. The Ghost People should never have been allowed to lay a hand on our eggs. We must tell Pavu. What about Hasura? Let the Vishkalil take her for what she's done. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. They'll kill her, or worse. Hasura will have to face judgment for her actions, but it should be the tribe's judgment. You hear that? It's alive! Don't let it get me. Oh. Another of these twisted branches dies among our roots. This is no coincidence. These things must be the work of the Vishkalil, sent to poison our Hist with their corruption. The Ghost People tribe. They make their home in the lightless corners of the deep swamp. Vishkalil only leave their lands to creep through the night and steal the dead. Even the brutal Root House people will return Saxlil dead to their tribes, so they may return to the Hist. Not the Ghost People. They keep those lost souls for themselves, burying the bodies in the roots, profaning them in strange rituals that keep souls from the Hist, or giving the dead legs to wander through the murk as dreadful watchmen. They mean to poison the whole village and steal our dead. We must find where these monstrosities come from. We mustn't let this trail go cold. This may be our only chance to find the vile den of the Vishkalil before they unleash more foulness upon us. All the more reason to keep on the path before us. She may have bested the attacker we found, but perhaps there were others. The only thing certain is that she will not be safe until the Vishkalil are dealt with. I will try to find the cave on my own.
break it. I made it myself.
Familiar scent. I can't place it. Just looking at these scales make me itch. Please, let it be my imagination. We must be near the Blight Bog Sump. Of course, this is where the Vishkalia would make their home.
I tried to save them. It all went wrong. She promised me she could save them. She promised me we were going to care for them and they'd live. I just wanted them to live. I don't know. She convinced me to bring her these eggs only to poison them. Look what she's done to my babies. How could I know? A mother knows. Rinakal's poison did this to them. Why? Why did she do this to us?
People speak of the Vish Khalil as if they're monsters, but Rinakal seemed warm to me. She listened to me.
She understood my emptiness. She took away my pain. I trusted her more than my own eggkin. I feel like such a fool. They don't feel the way I do. How can they? They have been chosen for the bonding ritual. Every day I tend to children that aren't my own. I love them, I really do. But it's not the same. They don't understand. I've tried, but her concerns are always pointed outward. She must think of the good of our tribe. My desires are small compared to the needs of diplomacy. It was for me at first. I thought I could make myself the best choice for the bonding ritual with it. When Reenakal asked me to bring her our unseeded eggs, I rubbed it on the shells to give them time, to strengthen them so we could save them. No. Is that what you want to hear me say? That I was stupid, foolish, pathetic? I know it. I can never forget it. When I look at those unseeded eggs, I just see myself. Incomplete, broken. Seeing them fade away breaks my heart. Reenakal saw that and offered me hope. I just wanted to believe it. All of it. That we'd all be happy. It was too much to ask. Ugh.
Zuth! More of these creatures among broken eggs, piled up like refuse. Fume. A terrible odor. It sticks in my throat.
These were our babies. How could you?
Don't breathe it in. My nose burns from here. We should take Hasura and go. Surely you've gathered enough to prove how dire the situation is. No. No. You're telling me these creatures, they came from our eggs? I thought I was prepared for the worst, but this is abomination. I must warn Pavu. She will know what to do. We are a peaceful tribe. Our village is not prepared to face monsters made from their own flesh and blood. I must warn them. If you wish to wade deeper, Pavu will know what to do. She must.
It was all a lie, wasn't it? She never intended to help my children live. She doesn't even care that she's hurting them. She's using them, twisting them. She's a monster. She's made. You think they're alive? Please, we have to find them. They need me. I can't let Cal keep hurting them. Please, just let me love them, even for a moment. I don't want them to be alone in the end. No, but if my children are tainted by these vile poisons, we may be able to follow their trail, if it doesn't kill us. The air is still down here. The fumes will linger a long time. Cal's poisons shouldn't exist. I don't know how, but I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again. The trail leads here.
These hollow women too quick.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to take the pain away.
gives birth to next. The trail is headed this way.
I found you. I finally found you. Please, let us help you.
Be careful. I'll try to use an antidote.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to take the pain away. We can't let Renakal do this to anyone else. No one should have to feel this kind of pain. I'm ready. I don't care what it takes. I won't let her hurt my children anymore. It'll be enough to be there and know it's over. I don't want to hurt anyone ever again.
It still reeks of Bright One's poison.
I think we're close. I just feel it.
Hathara, you wanted to be here when they hatched so badly. Now's your chance. I'm so close. Can't you see that? You can have your children.
These were supposed to be our children. I don't deserve them.
You never did. Kill them!
I have an antidote. not like the others. Isn't she beautiful, my little girl? Nothing's wrong with her. She's just a child, that's all. She needs someone to care for her. She needs her mother. I know she looks grown up, but that was Rena Cal's doing. She made her grow, but she never cared for her. She never raised her. That's why she's like this. I can fix that. I'll take her home. I can care for her there. Being part of the tribe will help her. She's a bright throat. She belongs with our Hist. They can punish me. I don't care. I deserve it. But this one has suffered enough. No, she isn't ready yet. Can't you see she's scared? When I've calmed her down, I'll bring her home. You go back to Pavu. Tell them it's over now. I want some time with my little girl. Ah!
Treeminder, if you saw what I saw, there would be no question.
If you hadn't run, you might understand.
Peace. Here is the one I must hear from. Biko Gel, I have heard much of the tragedy of our loss, and the part you played in ending it. The Hist chose wisely to entrust our troubles to you. We owe you much already, but I have one last request for you, if you would hear it. Hasara betrayed us in ways beyond my imagining. Iskanaz is right to be wary, but when I look upon her and her daughter, I feel only pity. You know the truth of this tragedy better than I ever could. It should be you that decides Hasara's fate. I can sense its relief, the calm of knowing that its children no longer suffer. What that means for Hasara's daughter is unclear. Our Hist does not answer me about Hasara. I feel its faith in us, so I put my trust in you. Speak to the others. Return when you have decided.
Please, you have seen the horrors that Rena Cal wrought. She soaked that corruption into the very essence of her creations. We cannot allow her poisons to seep into our roots. I beg you. You think me cruel to believe so? I swear to you, it gives me no joy. One day, I might even forgive Hasara for what she's done. But if there is even the smallest chance that showing her pity will harm the tribe, I will close my heart 1,000 times. They should go, far away from our tribe and our Hist. From any Hist. Never to trouble us again. If the Hist believes you are right, then you are right. I will have to hope we did not misjudge its intentions.
You know it's not true what Iskanaz is saying about her. You know it. He's a coward. She needs the Hist. It can help her. She can't be. She just can't. If they won't accept us, I'll take her somewhere else. We'll have each other. That's all we need. That doesn't matter. I'll love her however she is. If I have to care for her until my dying day, I will.
This is not a simple matter, nor a matter to be rushed. Take all the time you need. Hasara and Iskanaz will both want to plead their case to you, but I will understand if you do not wish your judgment to be swayed. I can think of no tribe that has had to weigh such a crime. There are many who would put her to death for far less. But that is not the Brightthroat way. If we cannot find it in ourselves to forgive, then we will forget. It is often easier to clip a withered branch for the sake of the whole tree. But with thought and care, a troubled limb can regain its strength. Hasara and her daughter are broken boughs, but they may yet be mended if we make the effort to heal them. There are many interpretations. Charitably, it may mean that she is not ailing as the other hatchlings were, but it is easy to see that she is not whole. I must that our Hist does not feel her pain because she is not of our tree. When I look at her, I do not see a Brightthroat, or even a Vishkalil. She is unmarked, tribeless, and her eyes are as blank as her scales. We are born of the Hist, shaped by the Hist, and when we die, we return to the Hist, to be born and shaped anew. Can the same be said of this one? Rina Kal gave her life, but can one born beyond the Hist's roots possess a soul? I have no answer. Then I will hear you as I hear our chimes. What is our stream's course? I feared I was being sentimental, but I am relieved to hear you offer them compassion. The Brightthroats have always navigated treacherous waters by linking arms and unifying our strength. Today shall be no different. There will always be a place among our tribe for these two, and for you, Biko. I would be honored to call you Rootkin for what you've done for our tribe. Make yourself at home here. You have... Come, Hasara. We have ignored your pain for too long. Now it is our pain, and we will overcome it together.
Come, my love. Let's go home.